We are Mia and Massi. We live on this beautiful island called Sicily. Join us on our adventures around the island and making and eating local cuisine, on our villa D.I.Ys and on our simple, slow living. This is our Sicilian Dolce vita. Venite con noi. Woke up Sunday morning and went with Karen for a nice stroll into Ortigia. We had a little stop and looked at the seaside. Incredible how many people were having swims and just enjoying their time. For us, locals, it's starting to become cold, but obviously not for the tourists. We met up with Goral and had a great cappuccino in front of this beautiful view. Yes, it was boiling. We had to move into the shade. And then we had a few people showing off their lovely cars. And while we were in Ortigia, Masi was doing what he loves best, cooking at work and making a huge tray of roast potatoes in the oven, and also making some sort of a roast meat. Wonderful. Afterwards, he made some spaghetti alla carbonara, and happy he filmed this for you guys. So even though Masi and I both work, we always try and find one day during the week to go an adventure and have a look at some place that we've never seen before. Incredible! Look here! And the capers hanging from the rocks.
It's been carved out of the rock.
Wow!
Everywhere you look.
Everywhere you look. So we came to Ispica and I knew that they had a lot of beautiful churches, but there was one church in particular that I wanted to see, and it's the Basilica Santissima Annunziata, and I'll show you why. Ispica is full of beautiful churches, but if there's one that you need to see, it has to be this one. It's absolutely breathtaking. Now, I've said before, I'm not religious. I come here because I love the architecture and I love art.
Only a little one.
Ispica is fine to walk around, it's not that big, and we found it really beautiful, very clean and very orderly. We were looking for a specific portico that I'd seen, which looked really beautiful, but came across this lovely church with this beautiful facade and a lovely fountain.
Right, so we got to this place called Il Loggiado.
Yeah.
It's an open air gallery, and Maria knows the rest.
Yeah, and basically it's just in front of La Chiesa di Santa Maria Maggiore. So beautiful church, beautiful loggiato, open air gallery, as Masi said. And what happened in the olden times is that they would come with their carriages, come round, drop the aristocrats, nobles off here, and all they had to do was just cross the little piazza to go to church on a Sunday morning. Absolutely incredible.
Very pretty.
This portico of Sinatra was built in the second half of the 18th century. Its semicircle construction hugs the small square which is right in front of the church. This construction was inspired by St. Peter's Piazza in Rome, and it has also become famous in the episodes of Commissario Montalbano. Ispica or Spaccafurno in Sicilian is a town in the south of Sicily. It is 30 kilometers from Ragusa, 50 kilometers from Siracusa. The town is located on a hill and is the largest producer of organic carrots in the south of Italy. Ispica hosts examples of Baroque architecture such as Vincenzo Sinatra's Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore and the Annunziata Church, and lots more. Beautiful building. We're not sure what it is. It could be the municipality. Masi's just having a quick look. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, it was the Comune.
Don't want to go in there.
No, but beautiful.
Yeah, very pretty building.
We decided to park the car down at the bottom where the Annunziata Basilica was, and we just decided to stroll up and down the little roads. We saw that there was a little truck selling some roasted chicken and chips, and we decided to get some to take away. Okay, now we are going to go visit La Cava di Ispica, which is basically the caves or the cave of Ispica. Apparently it's really famous, so we're going to go see what that's all about and show you some caves.
Have a look at some holes in the wall.
A lovely little restaurant here. Let's go see these caves. Incredible, hey Masi?
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere, the capers. Beautiful. Right. Steep downhill, guys, if you do come. So wear comfy shoes. Certo.
Ah sì, quello sì. Certo.
Anche vecchio, lo sa, 2,400 years old. Wow.
È crollato un pochino dopo il terremoto?
Ancora tutta la parte davanti.
Ah, ok, che c'era pure una parte davanti.
C'è di mezzo davanti.
So basically it's just been explained that after the earthquake, well, during the earthquake, the front part, which is outside there, had all broken down. And this is really what's left of it. Very pleasant little church, dug out of the rock.
Santa Maria alla Cava, or Santa Maria Cave Church, was of course built in a cave, with Byzantine paintings on the walls which have now faded and on the altar. The pavement is from the 18th century from Caltagirone. Okay, so basically we are going to try and see if we can see some caves here. The custodian did say to us that it is a 25-kilometer trek all the way to Cava, that area. Of course, we don't have time. I've got to get back to work this afternoon, but we'll see if we can see some caves and show you.
Long walk, eh?
Right, we are not dressed appropriately or have proper shoes to be doing this. We didn't realize that it was quite a trek. So we're going to stop here. Masi's going to fly his drone. I'm sure you'll probably see something. You'll see more than we could actually show you. And we're going to have lunch as well later on. So enjoy. Cava d'Ispica is a river valley or a canyon that cuts across the Heblaying Mountains for about 13 kilometers between the towns of Modica and Ispica. This valley is surrounded by the typical Mediterranean vegetation and is home to prehistoric necropolises, catacombs, rock oratories, monastic hermitages, and different types of settlements. We will definitely have to come back because we didn't see the best part of this Cava d'Ispica, mainly because we just did not have time. But this is something that we are planning to come back to and definitely go into the rocks and see the necropolises and other things. Worst part, coming back up. So what we did was we found a good picnic spot right under a carob tree, which gave us wonderful shade, and we had our lunch, the chicken and the chips that we picked up in Ispica town. What we do suggest is that maybe you do bring a picnic because it was quite difficult to find something open at lunchtime unless you are happy just to have a panino or something from the bar. We didn't feel like a panino, and so we decided to just have this little picnic instead. And then we made our way home.
Hey, all you people out there. Today we're going to do a pasta, spaghetti quadrati. So that's a square spaghetti. And we're going to do it with a red pepper sauce, red sweet pepper sauce. There's a few little ingredients that we're going to include with it, and we will show you as we go on. Right, so you take 2 large red peppers, likely the sweeter ones, which is the large red peppers. You put them in an oven tray, put them in the oven for 25 minutes. You let them get quite dark on the outside, so you'll see black markings on them. And what happens, the pepper contracts on itself and the skin stays the same. You take them out, put them in a bowl, and you cover it with cling film and you let them sweat. Let them sweat for maybe 15 minutes is more than enough. So once we sweat off the peppers, we're going to open up our cling film wrapped bowl. We're going to take the peppers out. Be careful because they're probably still going to be quite hot, so you don't want to burn your fingers. You do one at a time. Take the pepper out and you can start peeling it. Once I've got most of, or just about all of the skin off, which comes off quite easily, yeah, Maria did help me with this. Get rid of your seeds the most you can. If one or two are in, there's no problem. Pop them into a little jar. I'm going to be using a little what do you call it?
Mixer.
Hand mixer, yes. Sorry, I got stuck for words. And I'm going to whiz that all up together. So I'm getting rid of most of the skin. Right, so I'm warming up my pan. Got my water almost to the boil. Add my pasta in. When that boils up, I'm going to put some salt in the water so I won't forget that I put salt in. Do that quick. Right, so I've roughly pulsed the peppers. I haven't made it totally liquid. I like a bit of texture in it, so that's okay. So now I've got the onions turned on there. No, I haven't. So I'm going to turn on the onions. Warm up my oil. Let that get nice and warm. Pop in my onions. And let them fry off. Once they've come to a little golden brown color, I'm going to add in the rest of the ingredients, which I'll show you in a second. Right, for the next ingredients, got some of them almonds which I've chopped up, crushed them up. Not putting them all in, okay? I'm putting some of them in. I'm going to let them cook off in there now. I'm going to add my capers and my tomatoes now. Capers are going in. And we got some nice finely chopped dried tomatoes.
Sun-dried, yeah.
Yeah, Maria sun-dried these tomatoes. When was it? Last year? So these are still going strong. Get them in there. Getting them to fry off nice and choppy in there. So what I'm going to do now, once I've got these fried up a little bit, I'm going to keep a little bit to sprinkle on with the almonds, which I have not cooked as well. So while all that's frying up lightly, I'm going to take the pasta and pop that into the water. While my pasta is cooking off, my ingredients are frying in the pan. I'm going to take now half of those ingredients in there. I'm going to take them out, put them into a little bowl on the side. Okay, so there's like 2 tablespoons. I'm going to leave that in there. And when the pasta is ready, I'm going to put that in there. My pasta is just over halfway cooked. So nice and al dente, as we say in Italy. I've started heating this pan up. Now I'm going to transfer the pasta from the water into the pan. I'm going to add the water with the pasta. So it needs to cook in there and amalgamate better. So let's turn that off. Get one pot closer to the pan. You're going to take your pasta and you're going to put it straight into your pan. Listen to that. Beautiful. So I'm going to actually take some water in a minute. Once I've got my pasta in, I'm going to add water. Right, so this is the most important part of it all. I have got very little bit of liquid left in there right now. So I'm going to turn the pan off. Remember, this is a cast iron pan, so it stays hot for quite long. I'm going to add my peppers in. And I'm going to mix it up very well so it's still partially cooking. I want to get them all in there. Look at that. The colors are beautiful. So while I've got it in the pan there, just before I serve it up, I'm going to get a bit of zest lemon in there. You want to zest some lemon rind. And I'll put some of that cooked compost, what we've done in the pan before. Yeah, lovely jubbly. Maria doesn't like the uncooked almonds, but I do. So I'm going to put some extra uncooked almonds on my plate for me. A drizzle of oil, and we should be done. Raw oil is nothing better than the flavor.
Right, we're just adding, what's that, Parmigiano? Because we've also got pecorino, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, pecorino is a bit too salty, too strong.
Yeah. Also because it's quite
Quite a rich dish,
sauce. Yeah? Wow, that looks amazing.
Look at that.
Cheers.
Let's taste
Buon
that.
appetito.
Buon appetito. Very nice. Well done.
I like the taste of the lemon zest together with the peppers and the almonds. It's all amazing.
Comes
Thank you,
together very well.
It does.
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito. So which is your favorite dish that Masi's made up to now? Let us know in the comments below. Ciao and see you next week.